would like to invite the dignitaries to proceed towards the oil lamp. A few words about the lighting of the oil lamp. It's a tradition and custom in Sri Lanka, practice to invoke blessings for an audience, an august audience such as this. And also like to invite those in the audience participating here this evening to also invoke a prayer to bring upon blessings on this audience, not only here, but also for the future of all of us. Now I'd like to invite members of the head table to proceed towards their seats and be seated. The members of the head table may take their seats, following which those in the audience can follow. Ladies and gentlemen, after that energetic and exhilarating performance of a welcome dance, it now gives me pleasure to please ask you or request you to rise for the BMS anthem.
BMS अपविद्या भूमि दस देश की तू घोष सुभद्र मैनी मतुलों दिनु मत गुण नैन देवी एमलो भगत अप समगन आवी BMS எங்கள் அறிவியல் மைதானம் சுற்றிச் சென்று எமது தாயை பாருங்கள் எதிர்கால வெற்றிக்கு ஞானத்தை அளிக்கிறதே அறிவியல் உலகுக்கு என்னை விதைக்கிறதே நீங்கள் எங்கள் பலமே நீங்கள் எங்கள் சக்தி நீங்கள் எங்கள் வழிகாட்டி நாங்கள் உங்களுடையவர்கள்
BMS, our paradise of knowledge, our mother, prestige everywhere. You give us wisdom of quality. You will carry us to the winning world. You're our strength. You're our cause. You're our liberator. You're our protector. Shine, BMS, shine. Shine in the world. Shine every day. Shine all the way. BMS.
You may be seated now. A famous quote by Benjamin Franklin went like this: "Tell me and I forget, show me and I may remember, involve me and I will learn." Make learning happen is the motto of BMS, and in so believing, it's an institution that has created over the years an ecosystem of learning, one that cherishes academic excellence blended with character. Ladies and gentlemen, today we come together to celebrate the products of this labor. We come to celebrate the achievements of students who have earned their right to graduate. Learning is not something that comes out of accident. It's a deliberate act. And everyone here this evening will walk away with that feeling. I'd like to introduce you to our illustrious head table here this evening, beginning with our chief guest, Professor Tom Lawson, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Northumbria University, UK. Our guest of honor here this evening is Mr. Damit Pallewatta, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Hatton National Bank, PLC. Dr. W.A. Vijayawardena, the President of BMS Campus. Dr. Manil Dimel, Dean of the School of Management, BMS Campus. Dr. Madhi Kandaya, the Dean from the School of Science, BMS Campus. Mr. Tom Allardyce, Director, Global Partnerships from Northumbria University, UK. And Dr. Abdul Kader, Academic Registrar of BMS Campus. Ladies and gentlemen, the partnership that BMS Campus and Northumbria enjoy spans over 2 decades and has produced graduates, many graduates in Sri Lanka. It is a highly successful, long-standing education partnership and collaboration. British Council TNE Research Report 2024 records the BMS Northumbria partnership as a case study to follow for its quality standards and graduate outcomes. The partnership has been constantly supported by the British High Commission and the British Council, as well as those in the local industry. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite the right representative to be with us, our chief guest, Professor Tom Lawson, to formally declare open the BMS Degree Convocation for 2024.
It gives me pleasure to say I declare the BMS Convocation 2024 is now open.
Thank you. So now everything can be on record. Ladies and gentlemen, BMS celebrates its Silver Jubilee, recording 25 years of a legacy in higher education. Today, BMS stands as a degree awarding institution recognized by the Ministry of Education under the Universities Act of Sri Lanka. The first award of 2024 that BMS received was from CPM, recognizing it amongst the top 10 institutions for best management practices in the education sector. Ladies and gentlemen, all this doesn't happen, again, the same word, by accident. It happens because of deliberate strategy and the strategic leadership by none other than its president, Dr. W.A. Vijayawardena. Time and time again, evidence shows of this success because without asking, students, parents, well-wishers tend to always choose BMS as their partner for educating their young ones and themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, may I invite to the podium to address in his unique style the president of BMS Campus, Dr. W.A. Vijayawardena.
Professor Tom Lawson, Deputy Vice Chancellor of Northumbria University, and our chief guest this afternoon. And incidentally, it happens that both Tom and myself are the alumni of the same British University, University of York. Mr. Damit Pallewatta, Managing Director at National Bank, again, my banker for more than 30 years. Dr. Manil Dimel, Dean, School of Management. Dr. Madhi Kandaya, Dean, School of Science. Dr. Abdul Kader, our Academic Registrar. Mr. Tom Allardyce of Northumbria University. faculty, staff, graduates, parents, distinguished invitees, and ladies and gentlemen. This is a historic year for BMS campus because, as was announced, we are celebrating our silver jubilee. Over these 25 years, BMS has evolved itself into one of the most demanded higher learning institutions in Sri Lanka, and in recognition of its services to the student community, not only in Sri Lanka, but also in some of the neighboring countries like the Maldives and India, the government of Sri Lanka had approved BMS as a degree awarding institution. What this means is that BMS can award its own degrees now. But we had been in affiliation with one of the leading British universities, Northumbria University, for long 23 years. I can say BMS was born, but it was bred by Northumbria University. Its academic staff had been guiding us continuously to improve the quality standards and at the same time to introduce new degree programs. We first started to offer the BSc Honours degree in Management of Northumbria University, and Northumbria University recognized it is equivalent to the first 2 years of the study program leading to the honours degree in the same subject at Northumbria University. And the students were able to go to Newcastle and study on-site and get the degree. But once Northumbria University realized that BMS had been maintaining the standards which are on par with the standards laid down by the Quality Assurance Council of UK, it permitted BMS to offer the degree program in Sri Lanka. So now, as a result, we are here today to see students doing the management degree, students doing the biomedical science degree, and students doing the biotechnology degree of Northumbria University receiving their degree certificate from the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Northumbria University today. I therefore, on behalf of the Governing Council of BMS Campus, wish to congratulate all of you on your high achievement in your study program, which had enabled you to earn first classes and the second class upper division degrees from Northumbria University. And that is again a record because of all the external students outside United Kingdom. BMS had been able to maintain the highest pass rate of the students of Northumbria University here. Therefore, you are a privileged class here. One advantage that you have is none of our graduates, past graduates, which number more than 3,000 now, have the unemployment problem in Sri Lanka. Our surveys have revealed that within a matter of 3 months after graduation, all our students, all our graduates are being picked up by private sector employers in Sri Lanka as well as outside Sri Lanka. So this is a good record. We are producing some intellectual brains here at BMS campus with the support of Northumbria University for the job market in Sri Lanka as well as outside Sri Lanka, so that you will be able to usher a new era of development for Sri Lanka, which is a must today given the current economic crisis we are facing. I have to thank the parents who have supported their children to study at BMS for the confidence that they have reposed in us, so that from generation to generation, by word of mouth of parents and students, there are a free flow of students coming to study at BMS. We don't have to advertise in papers or in media. You have been our advertising ambassadors. So thank you very much for sending your children to us. And our faculty and also the staff had been able to convert them into a new type of human capital here in Sri Lanka. We all know studying is not a pleasant activity. It is stressful, it's painful, and therefore it creates lots of problems for the students. Even with that, you have been able to excel in your examinations and show your parents today to work on the stage here to receive the degree certificates from the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Northumbria University, which again is an achievement. So thank you very much, and for your support. We hope that you will become responsible citizens in the future to serve Sri Lanka as well as the rest of the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for those words and setting the stage in your welcome address. Ladies and gentlemen, Northumbria University is recognized as one of the top universities in the UK, and I think everyone knows this beyond doubt. But what you may or may not know is that even recently it was awarded the title of Modern University of the Year by the Times and the Sunday Times. With that said, I'd like to introduce you to our chief guest, Professor Tom Lawson. He is a historian and was appointed as Deputy Vice-Chancellor in April 2021. As Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Professor Tom Lawson has strategic oversight of the university's academic portfolio and the 4 faculties. Professor Lawson is responsible for leading the annual planning and budget setting process in order to deliver on the strategic priorities and, importantly, lead Northumbria's alignment to the research excellence framework. Ladies and gentlemen, may we present to you our chief guest to deliver the BMS Degree Convocation address.
Graduands and distinguished guests, I would like to start by saying it's my enormous privilege to be here in Sri Lanka, so thank you very much for welcoming me and having me here today. It's a wonderful occasion to be part of, but it also gives me great pleasure as Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Northumbria University to welcome you to this graduation ceremony and to celebrate your success, the successes of Northumbria University students at BMS. Graduation is an important day in any university's calendar. It's the formal ceremony that marks the completion of your studies. But your graduation is more than that. It's a day for celebration. It's a time to reflect on the hard work, the determination, the pain that's brought you to this moment. And you will shortly collect a scroll and you'll walk across this stage. And this is a really symbolic part of the ceremony. And as you take those few steps, you move graduands from being a graduand, someone about to receive an academic degree, to being a graduate. And that is a truly significant moment. So at that moment, whilst it might be a little nerve-wracking, take a second or two to think about what's happening, to think about your own personal journey to this point and enjoy that moment, imprint it on your memory. Family, friends, fellow students, colleagues, please feel free to mark that special moment. Clap, cheer, whistle. It's a moment to celebrate. It's a moment to show our pride and happiness in our students' achievements. So throughout your time here, you've been supported by the BMS community, by the Northumbria University community, and many of them are here to celebrate with you today. And they have helped to guide you along your journey with us and supported you academically, practically, and emotionally. And I'm extremely proud and grateful to all of the colleagues at BMS and colleagues at Northumbria who have shown such commitment to you, our students. And of course, your family and friends have also played a part in your success. Whatever the shape or form of the support that they give you, few of us make these journeys alone. So today is also an opportunity for you to say thank you to those important people, many of whom, of course, will be with you today, and it's also an opportunity for me to say thank you to them as well. Universities are amazing places. They make an extraordinary contribution to the world, to the communities that they serve. Creating new knowledge and sharing it is central to our purpose as universities, and universities help change people's lives. And through our graduates, they help us drive the economy, they help us recover from the crises that we're facing. And they provide the leaders of the future in business, in industry, in public services, in healthcare, in politics, and the arts. And the knowledge created by our universities flows out into Sri Lanka, into the wider world. And you are graduating today, as you've already heard, from one of the UK's best and most exciting universities. Now, I, of course, would say that, but many of you will be aware that we were named Times Higher Education University of the Year in 2022, and you've just heard now that we have been recently named Modern University of the Year for 2025 by the Times Good University Guide. And these are achievements of which I and we are all enormously proud, because it means that we have been identified as the very best university in the UK, and directly acknowledged in that is our unique position as a research-intensive modern university, but one that retains a very clear mission to drive social mobility, to change the lives of our students, to unlock their potential. And of course, Northumbria is also a global institution. We attract international students from across the world to our campuses in Newcastle and in London. We have partnerships in Singapore, Indonesia, Hong Kong, Grenada, Qatar, and of course, most importantly here in Sri Lanka. And our partnership with BMS is a clear example of our global reach and commitment, and it is a partnership that has been going strong for more than 20 years. It's produced more than 3,000 graduates, and those graduates are now making a mark on the world, contributing to the economy and the rich culture of Sri Lanka and beyond. And the partnership continues to provide an excellent service through things like our business clinic, a novel experiential learning process of learning through doing, which brings a wide variety of practical consultancy exposure to undergraduate students. And it's a concept that provides companies also the opportunity to use the services and the rich knowledge and experience of our undergraduate students. BMS has also been extensively involved in the research of our biomedical science program, and we work jointly with Sri Lankan state universities, industrial technology institutes, local hospitals, and BMS students and academic staff, members here and academics in Newcastle have extended that research into new plant-based medicine, into quality assessment of drinking water, into fast food, into the synthesis of nanomaterial using medical plants. And the students and academics at the final year of our biomedical science program have published research articles in local and global journals. And Northumbria University is very proud of that, and it's very proud to support the initiatives of knowledge sharing and research collaboration with universities and partner institutions in Sri Lanka. Now, your studies have given you the skills, knowledge, and confidence that will be needed to secure employment in Sri Lanka and, of course, beyond globally. And Northumbria graduates in Sri Lanka have a very strong track record of building successful careers in a variety of sectors. So wherever your journey takes you from here, you have an enormous individual and collective opportunity to shape the future through those careers. That future will bring with it opportunities, but it will bring challenges. There may, of course, be some of you who are sitting there not knowing exactly what comes next for you, what the next stage on your journey is. And I'll let you into a secret. When I sat waiting to graduate from the University of York many years ago, I had literally no idea what I was going to do next, where I would be going. I certainly didn't believe that I would be one day stood on a stage in Sri Lanka delivering this address as the Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Northumbria University. So it's okay for you to feel the same, to not know. But what I can promise you is that the degree that you have gained from this great university will help you on whatever your journey looks like. So when you leave here today, you become a Northumbria University and a BMS alumni, part of a global family now of nearly 250,000 graduates across 178 countries. And I hope you maintain your connection with us, with Northumbria, so that we can work together to explore opportunities for the next generation of students. And I hope that we can continue to support you into the future. And as part of that family, you will be joining the likes of Malaka Yatigala, who is head of business development at Haley's Advantis Limited, a logistics pioneer in the transportation industry. And he graduated in 2013 with a BA in business administration. And you'll be joining Akhil Foos, who is the director of Crest Container Lines, a medium-sized company located in Mumbai, which focuses on transportation and logistics. And he graduated in 2015 with a BA in leadership and management. Each of them crossed the stage like you will today, and they have gone on, like you will, to make an incredible impact in the world. So wherever your journey might take you, I hope and I know that we will have prepared you to and equipped you to travel with determination, with confidence, and with pride. And I hope that you use what you have learnt here to make change in whatever field you may go into. That is the purpose of education. Use the skills that you have developed to make a difference. You are not responsible for the challenges that we face in this age, but each and every one of you can be the force that helps overcome them as graduates of Northumbria University. So it just remains for me to say many, many congratulations. I wish you every success for the future. I hope you have a wonderful day and evening today, and thank you very much for listening to me.
Yes, sir, I think thanks is due to you for the words that you shared with us here this evening. And thank you for capturing it very well. I think there is indeed privilege and potential in what the students will walk away with. And the future is yet to be determined. Ladies and gentlemen, Northumbria University was also named Research University of the Year in the league table published by the Daily Mail. So as it goes, all of you can quite honestly say that you are a graduate of the best modern and research university in the UK. Meanwhile, BMS is also the first non-state institution in Sri Lanka, just to remind you, to introduce a biomedical science program to develop the profession of biomedical scientists. The program has received international accreditation and approval from the Institute of Biomedical Science and Royal Society of Biology in the UK. And these graduates will receive their awards or degrees in a few moments. We now move on to the conferring of degrees for the biomedical science and biotechnology streams. I'd like to invite our chief guest here this evening, Professor Tom Lawson, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Northumbria University, to step on stage. So, ladies and gentlemen, we begin with the degrees of BSc Honours in Biomedical Science and Biotechnology. The list starts with Biomedical Science. the first name to be read out at the BMS Degree Convocation 2024. Before that, however, I'd like to make a special request and a reminder. There is quite a strong belief that people who walk out of this room have to have either their palms in red or pink, which means that you have to applaud equally, equitably, for every single person who steps on this stage. Reason being that everyone went on their individual journey and has earned the respect they deserve. So, please do be generous in your applause. Ladies and gentlemen, the first name to be read out this evening, BSc Honours in Biomedical Science, Minza Malik. Varmia Arulesan. Dinushi Dias. Parveen Barakat. Shamesh Fernando. Michelle Natalia. Ladies and gentlemen, Michelle Natalia. Anushari Jayakodi. Shashini Kavindya. Nadia Mariam. Piravina Mayuran. Nafla Rashid. Navina Dineshi. Ranali Ranasinghe. Sabra Salam. Abhishan Armugadasan. Zainab Faizin. Sheila Fernando. Vimarsha Marasinghe. Leora Naneakara. Kemista Sandirasekharan. Salma Shiraz. Nujaba Amin. Rasadi Netmini. Aman Riza. Himaya Senanayaka. Tadshini Velumyam. Dear friends, we move on to the degrees for BSc Honours in Biotechnology now. Azka Amir. Jason Nyanamuttu. Nilanja Jayaman. Umendra Jayasundara. Zuleika Rafiq. Vidurshan Amaranathan. Naza Asloof. Now the applause has to be turned up a notch, and I know you can do it because here's the list of those who have earned first-class honors. Ladies and gentlemen, first-class honors in BSc Biomedical Science. Aisha Afkar. Anjula Alahakun. Anjula Alahakun, I beg your pardon. Buddhi Bandara. Jabendran Brian. Riyashini Chandrasekharan. Shavendi Fernando. Rishmi Fernando. Ruqayya Masoon. Dwaraka Nalalingam. Jasmine Nobert. Pranita Parameswaran. Akarshana Prem Kumar. Fatmat Shahinda. Tarshika Vasantanathan. These are first class honors recipients in biomedical science. Zainab Fatima. Gairuka Gunawardana. Hiruni Gunasekara. Shafa Halaldeen. I beg your pardon, Shafa Halaldeen. Arwa Abul Hassan. Zafla Hussain. Rushda Muhammad. Krintia Niranja Kumar. Abhirami Nityananda Kumar. Rashani Pereira. Vimoshini Pragash. Mohammad Razan. Neha Rizan. Shahani Naheem. Ladies and gentlemen, as Dr. Vijay Vardhana did mention, BMS was able to have the highest number of successful graduates, and that is what you're seeing on stage. We continue with first class honors in biomedical science. Sharumati Shanmugadas. Miron Vanderwall. Senuri Vitanage. Ravihara Jivakaratna. Nauzan Abdur Rahman. Chamodi Basnayaka. Ramita Prarameshwaran. Kanisya Padmanathan. Mary Devanayagam. Hajara Faumi. Samadhi Hemapala. Janindu Heva Vitana. Tisha Ranjan. Pramodya Ratnayaka. Sri Durga Hariharan. Ladies and gentlemen, a special moment, and this shall repeat, you will see it repeating. The following two students have already earned a first-class honors, but are also eligible for something called the High Achievers Certificate. And the two names are Darsha Bhaskaran and Ima Hamza. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the bioscience set and set of awards. We now move on to the BSc Honors. BSc Honors in Biotechnology, those who have earned a first-class honors. Veroni Basnayaka. Mahima Haputantri. Safa Jasur. Damsavi Jayashanta. Asma Rizwan. Amanda Chandra Ratna. Balasayantan Komaleswaran. Neha Shirin. Milani Raymond. Dulaine Seneviratna. Abhilashini Tyagaraja. Yenuli Bandara. Halirina Rushdiha. And Harnega Murali. Ladies and gentlemen, Newcastle Business School of Northumbria University is the first institution in Europe to secure double accreditation in both business and accounting from the Association to Advanced Collegiate Schools of Business, AACSB as it's internationally known. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to ask our chief guest, Professor Tom Lawson, to continue conferring the degrees, and this time, BSc Honours with International Management, degrees in business. The first name to be read in this set of awards, Abida Sharif. Hettiarachige Chaturya. Humaira Maulana. Dinush Logeshwaran. Hamsatvani Vasavan. Harini Siva Pragasam. Dulni Bandara. Kirtik Anand Kumar. Hafsa Zakaria. Madhushani Yatawatta. Mahishant Mandrek. Atif Amir. Afraz Salih. Muad Rahman. Pavishanya Sundaramohan. Sivakadiravel Saravanan. Sadania Ravichandran. Abdul Malik. Seshan Deshapriya. Shiron Abir Saleh. Wakil Zakaria. Amrita Varshani Sarvanan. Dhananjani Vijaya. Iddamalgoda Aravinda. Samadhi Disanayaka. Dilash Sivakumaran. Nafisa Khan. Zikra Zuhair. Nadisha Pereira. Hafsa Riaz. Hari Prakash. Hasit Virarachi. Ibrahim Imran. Jabin Sharon. Daryl Amal Raj. Hashan Dhananjaya. Kishok Ronnie Joy. Kushargi Gunaratna. Nuwandi Kobe Vinna. Uday Kumar Priyadarshini. Sahani Navaratna. Ladies and gentlemen, we have conferred many degrees, and as you may know, some of your hands must be full. So I'd like you to please leave it aside and let's join in the applause. Like I mentioned, every single one on stage is earned. So let's continue with BSc Honours with International Business Management. Sandali Silva. Seenan Ponnaya. Shahini Rodrigo. Shavindri Karuna Nayaka. Sheshan Bura. Yogi Priyadarshini. Sweta Loganandan. Dylan Silva. Natasha Rodrigo. Yusuf Ahmed. Dakshina Tiruvanakarse. Bhamini Vijay Kumar. Milka Lawrence. Usman Manaf. Sriyanta Pires. Praneeth Veerasekara. Rahul Seturamalingam. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Professor. Thank you. We thought we'll give a little break to the audience to recover from all the clapping and applause. Ladies and gentlemen, please give me the privilege of introducing someone to you. Our guest of honor this evening is Mr. Damit Pallevatta, who is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Hatton National Bank, which is a leading bank in Sri Lanka, as all of you know, commonly referred to as your partner in progress. Mr. Damit is a veteran banking and risk management professional who holds an MBA from the Postgraduate Institute of Management, Sri Javaradhanapura, a BSc in Management from London School of Economics, LSE, and is a Fellow of the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, UK. He is also a Certified Financial Risk Manager from the Global Association of Risk Profession. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you our guest of honor, Mr. Damit Pallevatta.
President of BMS Campus, Dr. W.A. Vijayawardena, Deputy Vice Chancellor of Northumbria University, Professor Tom Lawson, distinguished members on the head table, special invitees, parents, and my dear graduates. It's an absolute honor to stand before you today on this momentous occasion. Today we celebrate not only the culmination of your academic journey, but also the beginning of your exciting professional adventures. Congratulations to each one of you. I'm also honored here to come in front of you after you have finished your academic curriculum. You come for us as commercial institutions seeking the employment opportunities. Maybe this is an appropriate opportunity for me to share a few of thoughts. What are those commercial institutions expect from the graduates like you? And you will realize getting a degree is starting a new journey. So it is my duty for you to realize that the professional education starts at the end of your academic education. Your hard work, determination, and resilience have brought you to this stage, and as you transition from the classroom to the dynamic world of work, I believe it is essential to understand the evolving landscape of industries, particularly one as critical as banking, from where I am coming from. The banking industry is at the heart of the global economy, providing the financial backbone for innovation, entrepreneurship, and stability. As you step into this domain, you are entering a field undergoing profound transformation, shaped by local priorities and global imperatives. Let me share a few key insights into the expectations of this ever-evolving sector. Maybe your parents know, maybe when we are very young and just out of the school, we looked at banking very differently. It was very restrictive. Banking was only 9 to 3 operation. So what comes to our mind was very complicated documents. Queues to withdraw your own money. But see today what the transformation it has undergone. Everything is on your palm, on your smartphone. Can you imagine the journey it has taken to come to that stage, being such a restrictive status? So that is something that all of you as young graduates should envision. Wherever the field, whatever the industry you are going to be, what is it that going to be in 10, 15, 30, 40, 50 years of time? In the digital age, banking is no longer confined to walls and ledgers. It operates at the intersection of technology and finance. Fintech innovations like blockchain, artificial intelligence, generative AI, and machine learning are revolutionizing the industry. Banks, whether local or global, now demand graduates who are tech-savvy, adaptable, and ready to leverage those tools for better customer experiences and operational efficiency. The experts say banking will continue, but it's not sure whether banks will continue. So hope you understand the gravity of that statement. So your efforts, your innovations, your thinking has to be, how do you transform banking? Not necessarily how to transform banks. I urge you to embrace continuous learning. A degree is your foundation, but upskilling in the areas like data analytics, cybersecurity, and digital currencies will set you apart in this competitive landscape. While technology is reshaping processes, the essence of banking remains its human connection. Employers like us expect graduates who can build trust, communicate effectively, and navigate complex relationships with clients, regulators, and stakeholders. Whether you are managing a local client portfolio or negotiating a cross-border deal, emotional intelligence, cultural sensitivity, and the ability to lead diverse teams are invaluable. The global banking sector has learned hard lessons from past financial crises. You may recall what is in memory with regard to crises started in late 90s, and then it is 2008, 2009, when the global financial crisis, and then more recently, when Sri Lanka faced with crisis. So how banks and the banking sector kept the fort holding whilst the country is struggling. If the banking sector too has gone down the drain, maybe we are sitting in a different situation. Today there is a heightened emphasis on ethics, transparency, and sustainability. As future professionals, your ability to uphold these values will define not just your career, but also the trust your institution earns from the public. Especially as banks, the day you lose trust of your customers and the public marks the end of your journey. Consider how you can contribute to initiatives like green finance, inclusive banking, or ethical investment strategies. Those are not just buzzwords. They are integral to the future of responsible banking. Globalization has opened immense opportunities in banking, yet it has also underscored the importance of local context. As graduates, you must be ready to think globally, but act locally. That's where you start serving the local communities. Whether you aim to work in a multinational bank or a regional institution or a local bank, understanding local market needs and regulatory landscapes will be crucial. At the same time, global challenges like climate change, economic shocks, and geopolitical tensions will require you to think beyond borders and innovate accordingly. My dear graduates, you are not just entering an industry if you are coming into banking. You are becoming a part of an ecosystem that influences lives, businesses, and economies. With that comes great responsibility. You would have seen from 2019, when the country started its hardships, since April, Easter unfortunate incidents, going into the pandemic, then facing the crisis, now working on the revival of the economy. The financial sector, the banks are playing a crucial role which can't be underestimated. Ask yourselves, How can you contribute to shaping a banking industry that is more inclusive, innovative, and resilient? How will you ensure that your work reflects the ideals of progress and prosperity for all? Today marks the beginning of an exciting journey for you. As you stepping into the dynamic sector, remember that expectations and challenges are high, but at the same time, so are the opportunities. You are equipped with knowledge, creativity, and ambition, which is crafted by the BMS and the Northumbria University. Use these tools to shape the future of banking, if at all, if you are joining banks or wherever the industry you go. Your achievement will not only define your careers, but also contribute to the growth of your communities and the stability of the global economy. On behalf of everyone gathered here, I extend my warmest congratulations and best wishes for your future endeavors. The world of banking awaits your ideas, if you decide so, your energy, and your leadership. Go forth and make your mark. Once again, congratulations to everybody. Thank you. Have a pleasant evening.
Thank you very much, Mr. Palawata, for those words and sharing the importance or stressing upon the importance of the need for awareness and the ability to predict. Ladies and gentlemen, the duty calls, and I'd like to invite once again our chief guest, Professor Tom Lawson, to come forth to continue the Conference of Degrees this evening. We continue with BSc Honours with International Management. Sharon Marka-Wittage. Tariq Wallin. Tiranya Tukorala. Sammani Ratnasiri. Abhishan Selvaraja. Madhuvanta Nirialla. Muhammad Akram. Onela Silva. Trishal Mendes. Upendra Sebastian. Chenura Hettiarachi. Nadisha Abesena. Gerald Aryawansa. Yasir Siddiq Hassan. And Zaid Fairuz. The next awards are for BSc Honours with Financial Management. Akram Bawa. Vikusha Kure. Purna Jayasekara. Chanisha Jayasekara. Hashini Rajakula. Ilma Idris. Risiru Bhagya. Dharmila Dharmaraja. Shannon Tisera. Hasiru Valivatta. Satil Kure. Rasanji Iddamalgoda. Ganeshan Kabilation. Lakshani Vimalendran. Moditya Jayaranga. And Akila Amir. We continue with BSc Honours in Financial Management. Mohammad Farhan. Faizan Rizni. Samita Setunge. Shamlan Lashan. Sanjeevan Ilangeshan. Shihara Dias. Dulan Fernando. Venusha Sachini. Chatumi Arunasiri. Gaushinia Anban. Lahiruni Lawanga. Sivagane Kanageswari Balasubramaniam. Gerard Aryavansa. We now move on to BSc Honours with Human Resource Management. Amanda Ratnam. Amandi Pereira. Shalini Hettia Rachi. Chamatka Nalinda Sekara. Kunatman Murlidharan. Sharmista Ramachandran. Artika Sundararajan. Harini Sukumaran. Ladies and gentlemen, we move on to BSc Honours with Marketing Management. Kanishka Tirunavakarase. Sanjay Satish Kumar. Shagana Mahendran. Mudit Bulat Singhal. Hazila Rizwan. Subramaniam Hamshini. Ikram Muhammad. Ijaz Ahmed. Sangeet Kishan. Sinali Karunanayaka. Hiruni Sahabandhu. My dear friends, we now set our sights onto BSc Honours with International Management. However, this list is for those who have earned a first-class honours. So let's get the applause up a notch. Ladies and gentlemen, first-class honours recipients in International Management, Alison Setunga. Ahmad Nuhu. Harshini Pereira. Aksha Idris. Hafsa Faris. Angela Anthony. Harish Chandra Kumar. Wazim Rizwan. Purnima Rajapaksa. Ravisha Silva. Ratika Sanjeevan. Roy Dilutzen. Sharukesh Vasavan. Taharnia Saravanan. Tanushika Makalanda. Zainab Ihsan. I beg your pardon, Zainab Ihsan. The final stretch of BSc Honours with International Management First Class Honours recipients, Mohammad Asmat. Aman Naushad. Avoda Fernando. Bernadine Rochelle. Malika Asanka. Afzal Azwa. Gunaratnam Nivedan. Pooja Maharaja. Pranita Balaganeshan. Ranmini De Silva. Sajad Jazuk. Udeshika Silva. Viranja Jayawardena. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, here's another set of those students who have not only earned themselves a first-class honors degree, but are also eligible for the High Achiever Performance Certificate. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for this one person, Darshani Caldera. Moving on from international management, we now head to BSc Honours with Financial Management First Class Honours recipients, Aisha Ahmed. Chatusla Sudhusingha. Heshan Lokuge. Tarushika Sashini. Hatfi Qasim. Sarani Vitanage. Saumya Willayan. Trivan Fernando. We now move to the BSc Honours with Human Resource Management First Class Honours. We continue rather. Shakila Ansar. Nasiha Ajmal. Noella Jayakumar. First class in Human Resources, Ahasna Kumari Hami. Hassara Atukorala. Upeksha Fernando. Rizna Ashik. Once again, those in human resource management who have not only earned themselves a first-class honors degree, but have also managed to be eligible for the Higher Achiever or Performance Certificate. We have two names. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Minali Batuwangala. And Viduni Wanniyarachi. The next set of awards are for BSc Honours with Marketing Management. First class recipients, Kavya Sundarasegaram. Adil Hafiz. Zainab Ali. Abdul Rauf. Harshani Perez. Oneli Tilakaratna. Michelle Sivaraj. Inshara Bandaranayaka. The next name to be read out is a recipient not only of a first-class honors degree, but also a certificate as a higher achiever. Ladies and gentlemen, Petmi Fernando. Thank you very much, Professor, for your time on stage. Thank you so much. Dear friends, the following graduates, the names of whom I shall mention from the podium, secured first-class degrees, no doubt, but also made it to the BMS Dean's list because they secured 70% or more marks in each module of the degree and obviously maintained an above 70% average. May I call upon our guest of honor this evening, Mr. Damit Pallewata, on stage to hand over awards for the Dean's List. Making the list in BSc Honours Biomedical Science, the first name to be read out from the Dean's List, Nauzan Abdur Rahman. Chamodi Bas Nayaka. Ramita Prarameshwaram. Kanisya Padmanathan. Mary Devanayagam. Hajara Faumi. Samadhi Hemapala. Danindu Heva Vidana. Tisha Ranjan. Pramodya Ratnayaka. Sri Durga Hariharan. We have 3 names that entered the Dean list from BSc Honours Biotechnology. Yenuli Bandara. Halirina Rushdiha. Haranega Murali. Making it to the Dean's list from the BSc International Management, Alison Setunga. Aksha Idris. Ravisha Silva. Muhammad Asmat. Avoda Fernando. Malika Asanka. Pranita Balaganeshan. Udeshika Silva. We have 1 name that made it to the Dean's list from BSc Honours with financial management, and that is Ayesha Ahmed. Making it to the Dean's List, BSc Honours with Human Resource Management, Naziha Ajmal. BSc Honours with Marketing Management. Making it to the Dean's List, we have 4 names. Kavya Sandarasegaram. Adil Hafiz. Harshani Perez. And Michelle Sivaraj. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the recipients or those who have entered the Dean's List. We'd like to thank our guest of honor, the Dr. W.A. Vijayawardena Gold Medal. We've come almost to the end. It's for the best BMS student and the best student of the year, obviously, for 2024. The criteria for the gold medal includes, obviously, academic performance, but also special achievements and social welfare activities. The candidate must have shown excellence in all 3 areas. In 2024, 3 candidates found themselves to be eligible for this precious gold medal. A recognition undoubtedly they will cherish for the rest of their lives. May I now call upon the President of BMS, Dr. W.A. Vijayawardena, to do the honors in handing over the 3 medals. Ladies and gentlemen, the gold medal for Best Student of the Year 2024 in Applied Science goes to Harunega Murali. The Dr. W. Vijayawardena Gold Medal for Best Student of the Year 2024 in Business goes to Ayesha Ahmed. Ladies and gentlemen, the last of the 3 gold medals of the Dr. W. Vijayawardena Award for the Best Student of the Year 2024 in Business goes to Adil Hafiz. Having received the gold medal, I'd like to thank Dr. Vijayawardena and also invite Adil on stage, we can't let him go easily, to address the audience on behalf of the graduates here tonight.
Kind of a bit nervous, excuse. First of all, thank you, Sir Dr. Vijayavardhana, sir. So we are finally graduating after 3 years. So I think everyone can give a big round of applause to ourselves. So. BMS President, Dr. Vijayavardhana, our chief guest, Professor Tom Lawson from Northumbria University, guest of honor, Mr. Damit Pallevatta, members of the head table, esteemed lecturers, my dear parents, beloved graduates, friends and family, a pleasant evening to all of you here today. I'm going to try and keep my speech short because everyone is tired right now. A most awaited day for all of us, seated here today, with 3 years of a long journey coming to an end, with some of the best memories from BMS. It's an immense honor standing here today as the best student of 2024, along with Aisha Tariq Ahmad and Haraniga Murali. From the moment I started my journey at BMS, I knew it was going to be more than just a university to me. And just like that, I'm proud to say BMS has become a place I can call home. In fact, all of us can call it home. Starting with my HND and progressing to the final year, I have been grateful for the incredible support by the lecture panel and the one-to-one sessions from the tutors. They have pushed and motivated me and many others like me that are seated here today. They have always made us to challenge ourselves and reach new academic heights. The journey wasn't always easy. It was where I discovered my true potential. The academic staff's dedication, detailed lectures, constructive feedback, and encouraging words gave the strength to focus and pursue. Their belief in my abilities helped me build confidence, even in my most doubtful moments. And for that, I'm eternally thankful. Beyond academics, BMS gave me the platform to pursue my passion in sports. Being part of the futsal team was an incredible experience. And I was proud to be recognized as the first athletic champion of BMS. However, what I treasure the most is my role as the coach of the girls' futsal team. I strongly believe in women empowerment, and despite the challenges and criticism they faced, these incredible women rose to the occasion with courage and determination. And one such student of mine is Aisha Tariq Ahmad, who is the best student. So we can give another big round of applause to her. Together, we secured 3 championship titles and 3 runners-up titles for BMS. And watching them grow, fight, and succeed was one of the most rewarding experiences of my life at BMS. What they have set at BMS will forever inspire the younger generation. This journey wouldn't have been possible without a certain set of people. To my friends who have become my chosen family, thank you for walking this journey with me. Your encouragement during the tough times, your laughter during the happy moments, and your constant presence have made every step of this path worthwhile. I'm grateful for the bond we share, one that has turned challenges into success and memories into treasures. Standing here now, overwhelmed with gratitude and emotion, I'm reminded that none of this wouldn't have been possible without the unwavering support of my family. To my parents, Dada, Mama, and my sister, who's not here today, Data, thank you so much for everything. And finally, to BMS and Northumbria University, thank you for giving me and the rest of us the opportunity to dream big, grow beyond our limits, and achieve more than we ever imagined. Today, we celebrate not just our achievements and sacrifices, but the love and support of all those who brought us here today. And I wish to congratulate the class of 2024 of both science and business. We have gone beyond boundaries, pushing limits and defying expectations to make BMS, our families and friends proud. And before I conclude, I would like everyone to give a big round of applause to our director, Mr. Nizam sir, for all of his support, for his lectures, and for how we all started our journey. Thank you so much, sir. You have been an amazing inspiration to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Adil, for that heartfelt note on behalf of the graduates. I'm sure it struck home very well. There is a little tradition that we hold dear at every BMS graduation, and that is to pay gratitude. A few know how this works. Some of you don't. So please give me the privilege of sharing this with you. I'm right now focusing my attention on all those who are here who are not graduates and faculty, and or maybe faculty, let's include them. Those people who wanted the graduates or the students to succeed. Those who had the unselfish intention, unstinted, to make sure that someone else succeeds. I'm referring to all of you here this evening who celebrates the success of these young children. Please give them one last applause for the evening and make it count. Well, gratitude is a selfless act. It's done for the sake of others. And now I think it's the opportunity of every single person who graduated here this evening. Our success is not only our blood, sweat, and tears. There are many people who stayed awake, possibly. Maybe siblings, brothers and sisters who sacrificed their time or their peace just to make sure that you could study. People who tolerated the years and what you had to undergo, they too underwent some shape or form of pain. My dear students, the time is yours now to recognize the work of not only your faculty, but your parents, your well-wishers, your siblings, whoever is here this evening and whoever here who is not here. The invitation is to you to give them a thunderous standing ovation. Would you join? Yes? All the graduates, rise and give a standing ovation, one that tells them that you're grateful for what all they have done to make you who you are, who you've become here this evening. So let's count to 3, okay? So 1, 2, and 3. Thank you. So that's a tribute to all the parents and family and faculty and staff who are here who made sure that these students never fail. Right now, I'd like to invite you to do something else as well. But before that, I would be failing in my duties if I do not propose some sort of gratitude or vote of thanks. And this goes out to our chief guest for making sure he was here in Sri Lanka for this graduation. Our guest of honor who shared his experience and wished well for all of us here this evening. Members of the head table who have contributed professionally and thereby earned their seat at this head table this evening. Parents who have tirelessly made sure that success is recognized here this evening, faculty, BMS staff, and as well as the students. Thank you so very much for making sure that this Silver Jubilee graduation, the graduation ceremony of 2024, is one to remember. Thank you so very much. I'd like to invite our chief guest here this evening to please now formally bring to a close this amazing graduation ceremony by announcing its end.
I should also just say thank you very much from me for the privilege of allowing me to be here to spend this evening with you. But it now falls to me to declare the BMS Convocation for 2024 is now closed.
Dear friends, please rise with pride in your heart to sing the national anthem of our great nation. Please remain standing. I'd like to invite members of the head table to please leave the stage and invite the president of BMS to lead this procession as it did come in. Please remain standing as the procession leaves the stage and the hall, followed by the faculty as well.